Hello, I am Savannah Kristine, and welcome back to my channel. We're in a pretty different location today. That is because, full transparency, I'm tired. We're doing a journal process today anyway, and I figured that has cozy vibes in it as well. It's kind of like a sleepover vibe where I tell you my traumas and we try to work through them. I have my little dinosaur here that my boyfriend bought me. And then I have my water. So go ahead, get your water, get your dinosaur if you have one, and let's settle in. I picked these ones out a little while ago, so I have to remind myself what they're about. Depression. So this is March 8th. I am in the second semester of my first year in college, and things are weighing on me like they've never weighed before. So let's read about it. Everything is so twisted. I think I'm starting to fall. That's the best way to describe it. I don't want to say depressed because it sounds completely stupid, but I feel unworthy. Like, depression is a serious diagnosis, and there isn't enough bad in my life to constitute what I'm feeling as depression. All I know is that I am hungry all the time and self-loathing and cannot get out of bed in the morning. I'm slipping on my schoolwork. All I want to do lately is either play video games, watch TV, or sleep. I don't even have the motivation to read, and I want to. Maybe I should get back into reading. Hamilton makes me happy. I love the soundtrack. It makes me want to accomplish great things. I'm planning on writing a short film script by Friday. I should work on that, or get lunch. I kind of don't want to do either right now. Oh my god, 2 things. Okay, 3. 1, a cute dog just walked by me, and I want to steal it. I can't. Stupid society. 2, a guy rode past me in a bike, and oh my god, did he smell like weed. 3, the same guy is riding a bike, blasting his music with what looks like a CD player. Wow, he's actually my idol. Okay, I think I'm gonna give in and get lunch. Wish me luck. I resonate with March 8th, 2017, Savannah. Feeling unworthy has been a consistent theme in my life. And it's silly, right? Because if what I'm feeling is what I'm feeling, then that's what I'm feeling. However, it's true that sometimes I would, lie about how I was feeling to people, fake the smiles. Even sometimes I would fake the sad. Yeah, there was points in my life where I wanted attention that I didn't feel like I was getting from my parents or my mom. So I would fake things. For example, I don't think my parents know this, so if you're watching this, mom and dad, and even my bio mom, I don't know if any of them know this, but I used to fake nightmares when I was really young, maybe 7 or 8, something like that. I used to fake nightmares so I could sleep with them, at night, because I didn't want to sleep alone. So instead of being honest and saying, hey, I'm feeling scared right now and I don't want to sleep alone, I would contrive a situation where I thought I would gain their pity in some way so I could get what I wanted. Crazy, right? I mean, not crazy. It's a result of several things, but the point is that feeling of unworthiness stemmed from the guilt of lying about those little things, and also some stuff that happened to me that weren't necessarily my fault, and carrying that guilt around with me as well. So something I would tell little Savannah in this scenario is just be honest about your feelings. Talk to someone. Be honest about your feelings to yourself. Don't compare your experiences to anybody else's, because they are your own. And at the end of the day, you're going to be with yourself in every single moment of your life. So the easier it is to diagnose yourself or understand how to get yourself out of a low point, the more you know how to do that, the more love you're gonna have in your life, because you're loving yourself, you know? Let's see. We have 2 short ones that I want to include because I think they're a bit humorous. April 17th, 3 days after my birthday. 2017, April 17th, 2017. It says, I dropped my sandwich today. I think that represents what I'm feeling. And it did. I don't know why I was feeling so melancholic. Is that a word? Editing Savannah, is that a word? Melancholic? I don't know why I was one with melancholy. But yeah, I remember this day exactly. I went to Subway on campus, got a sandwich, grabbed it from the bag on the wrong end, and it just slipped out. And I remember like trying to pick it up off the floor, but I was so embarrassed that I just wanted to like leave there as soon as possible. And I remember the person at the counter was like, "Oh, do you want us to make you a new one?" And I'm like, "No, it's okay, it's fine." So mini advice to younger Savannah: if you drop your sandwich, get a new one. Come on, if you can, get a new one. You're worth a sandwich that's not been dropped on the ground. You too, person that's watching this video, you are worth so many pristine, beautiful sandwiches. Okay? Skipping a little ahead. July 6th. I don't know if I mentioned it in the above entries, but I joined Bible study. And now I'm going to quit it. I've been wanting to do it for a while. I've hated the way it makes me feel about God. The Bible is important. I do believe there is a God, but I don't understand a God that would let me have a heaven without my parents. Bible study. Oh my goodness gracious. This was, so let me draw you a little picture. Freshman year, little baby Savannah walking along, and then suddenly these people are like, "Hey, do you want to join our Bible study group?" And I was like, well, might as well. You know, I grew up, I was baptized Catholic. My dad and my stepmom are Catholic. My bio mom started off Catholic, has been in and out of Christian churches, and is currently agnostic, essentially. And so I was like, you know what, let me try to read this Bible thing. And yeah, I started a Bible study, started a one-on-one Bible study, but it was very boring. I dreaded going every single time. And then the person that I was doing Bible study with, said something along the lines like, "Hey, there's kind of an advanced Bible study group. Do you want to join that?" And I was like, because I didn't want to say no. I was like, "Sure." And then I started going to this other Bible study group. Again, was not having a good time at all. I don't know why. I wasn't having a good time. It was, a bit thought-provoking, but I dreaded going majority of the time. And then I start going to these larger Bible study classes. And then they started saying things like, "Hey, you probably shouldn't repeat what's going on here because people just won't understand." And I was like, "Ooh, okay." And that's my cult story. Yeah, and their teachings, they use the Bible to ostracize people, I would say, in a way that said that if people were not learning the Bible the way they were learning it, then they would go to hell, right? So it sent me into a tizzy, man. Like, I was already confused about my spirituality, and after that, like I say here, it put a strain on my relationship with me and my parents, because they're, are pretty strong in their faith, and just was not good. And the moral of the story is, if you don't want to do something, don't do it. I would have saved myself so much pain and so much heartache if I just admitted that I didn't want to do that anymore. You are able to change your mind. So if I were to give little Savannah here any advice, it's that you're able to change your mind about things. It's fine. It's a long life. If I were to think the same way that I think 19-year-old Savannah thought, if I were to think the same way 19-year-old Savannah thought today as 27-year-old Savannah, what's the point of life if you're not growing? I wouldn't be able to enjoy the experiences I am now. And conversely, there's experiences that 19-year-old Savannah would enjoy that 27-year-old Savannah doesn't enjoy now. Staying up till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, how did I do that? I don't know. I'm very confident in my spiritual beliefs. I still have a little trouble articulating them, but I do consider myself spiritual, not religious. I do believe in a God, like I said here, but I also believe in the universe and spirit guides and gods and goddesses. And I like to say that everything exists because to that person that's thinking about a certain God or a certain practice, that's real to them and therefore exists, right? But I think I had to go through this in order to get more clarity about how I feel spiritually, and my spirituality is such a big part of who I am today. It's such a guiding light, and I'm really grateful for this, even though it was cringy. That's the best way. I just cringe when I think about this experience. If you haven't already, take a pause, drink some water, and let's get back to it. Okay. August 28th. All right. Let's see. So 2nd year of college. I have to figure out why this is so weird. I can't right now. I think someone came home. BRB. Okay. I'm back. 3 hours later. My brother is running, which means I have the room to myself, and that means I can fully express how I'm feeling without masking whatever expressions that will cross my face while I'm writing this. He already asked me several times if I was okay, to which I replied, yeah, I'm fine, just tired. Which is true, I'm fine. Well, at least part of me is. I'm breathing. I have fingers to type. I have a bed to sleep in. I'm okay. But am I? What even is the word fine? I'm alive. What I'm feeling will pass. I know that. I know that I won't feel this way forever. But how do I feel? I don't know. I really don't know. And maybe that's a defense mechanism. I don't know. And I don't want to find out because I'm scared. Why am I scared? I'm scared because if I recognize what I'm feeling, I'll come to some revelation about my relationship with my mother. I'm scared that that revelation will damage our relationship even further. I'm scared because I don't know how much more it can take. I've lost her. I think that's why I'm so sad. It's like I'm mourning her. But she's right in front of me. I can see her. I can remember all of the good things, wonderful things, but I know now that I will never get them back. And I feel like she doesn't love me anymore. I mean, how does a person do these things to a person they love? And then there's my sister. She deserves all the love in the world, but she's stuck with a mother who has the capacity of one, herself. And yet, she's really good at pretending she can love the world. If you've been following these journal process videos, I talked a little bit about my bio mom in my last one, but just to recap, my parents divorced when I was 3. My dad met my stepmom shortly after, so she's my stepmom. When I refer to my parents, I refer to my dad and my stepmom, and then there's my bio mom, who raised us as a single mom. I had a very tumultuous relationship with my bio mom growing up, but now our relationship is really good. She is almost 6 years sober, which is amazing and fantastic because it's allowed, one, for my sister to have a different childhood than I did, but 2, also allowed space for us to be closer with one another in a way that I didn't get as a kid. Now, my relationship with my mom has shaped who I am intrinsically. Yeah, I had to be the adult growing up. I'm the oldest sibling. This line right here, I can remember all of those good things, wonderful things, but I know now that I will never get them back. It's kind of true, right? Because we never really get the time back that's passed, but my mom has been integral in my growth as an adult. But that's only because she's chosen to put in the work herself, for herself, on herself, right? The reason why I feel like she doesn't love me, or I felt that before, is because she really didn't love herself, right? She was very sad in a lot of different ways, and she just was at capacity, you know? And so something I would tell little Savannah is, it's not your fault. And if you're dealing with a situation like this, maybe your parent isn't an alcoholic or anything, but maybe they just are not growing in ways that would be conducive to a healthy relationship with you, and that hurts you. Hear me when I say it's not your fault. Difficult moments like these helped shape who I am, and I'm proud of myself for persisting in that growth. Again, if you're in a situation like this, I would urge you to keep understanding yourself, keep understanding what you need, how you can help yourself, and take it one day at a time, because it's exhausting. Alrighty, this is our last journal entry of 2017. For this series, again, I wrote a lot. Okay, December 23rd, 2017, right at the end of the year. This is supposed to be my favorite time of year. The bright lights used to awaken the child inside of me, but now I find solace in the dark. I revel in the nothingness that engulfs me whenever I open my eyes, because then I can't be blinded by this feeling of everything. Everything. When the day comforts me, I am bombarded by everything. Everything is who I need to be. Everything is who I'm not. Everything is nothing too. Everything reminds me of the nothing I have. The things I want require me to embrace everything, but lately I've been pushing and shoving it away. Where to? In the back of my mind. Next to the relationship with my mother. Next to the grades I didn't get. Next to the words I never said. Next to the me I am. The me I don't want to be. The me that wishes I could have anything but everything. There's just so much I didn't tell people. So much I didn't tell people. I had such this fear of being myself because I thought I truly believed that I would never be loved. I truly believed that if I revealed anything about myself, anything true about myself, that people would look at me and think I was disgusting and that I couldn't be loved. And you're probably thinking, dude, what the heck did you do? Why do you have such a guilty conscience? I'm gonna keep this very vague because there's some things that I don't want to talk about on the internet, but there was a lot of things that I blamed myself for. For example, both my parents, both my bio mom and my dad, made it very clear. I've always made it clear that we were born out of love, right? However, it didn't feel like that growing up, because they, it wasn't a nice divorce. So I think part of me blamed myself for the strain. I had this idea of like, well, if they hated each other so much, if they didn't have us, then they wouldn't have to talk to each other. I like put that weight on me, and for so long, and never articulated it to anyone, and just let it spin and spin inside myself until it became this huge monstrous thought that I was the monster. That I was the bad person, that I deserved nothing. When I say I have moved mountains to get to where I am today, I mean mountains. And when I also say not to compare yourself, your pain to other people's pain, I say that with so much love, because the reason why I didn't speak up about a lot of things is because I was comparing, because I was feeling this unworthiness. I don't know, I felt obligated to accomplish things. What I would say to little Savannah is, you are everything. What you want in life is valid. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. Your life is your own. And the people that want to stick around you are the people that are going to want to stick around you. You know, as long as you are living authentically and honestly and with kindness, of course, and empathy, then you're golden, hun. You're golden. Same thing to you. Same thing to you, other person watching this. You're golden. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself to live the life you think others want you to live. It's your life. Please don't waste time. Please don't waste any more time adhering to other people's expectations. So, that was the journal process 2017. Again, thanks for hanging out with me. I kind of like this cozy journal process thing. Like I said, I'm exhausted, but I'm a creator, so I will create. I really enjoy these videos, and I don't know, I've said it before, but the kind of content you're making should be the kind of conversations you want to have. And I love conversing about self-love and growth and trying to figure out how to enjoy this crazy life of ours on this crazy planet of ours. All right, this is the home of the kind and kind of chaotic. So if you would like to join that community, go ahead and hit subscribe and hit that like button so I know you like videos like this. Even if you didn't, honestly, I would continue making these because I love these. But anyway, I'm Savannah Kristine. I'm sending you a whole lot of love and a whole lot of light. Bye.